My ex left her daughter again. Trigger warning. Child abandonment. Less than. Mood spoiler. Sad. Less than. I am not op. Original post by you, Visible Object 9533 in R. True off my chest. My ex left her daughter again, December 1st, 2022. My ex and I had our daughter when we were really young. When she gave birth to the baby, we were happy and together. But we noticed our daughter was different from other children when she was around 3 and 4. We found a couple months later, after multiple therapy sessions, that she was on the lower spectrum of the autism scale. That bitch, lo and behold, vanished shortly after. But 11 months ago, she came back into our lives after almost 9 years and said that she had turned over a new leaf and was ready to be a mother. I was skeptical at first, but I was relieved to receive assistance. But yesterday, this selfish woman pulled the disappearing act again. I was just getting back into a social life, going out with my friends without having to worry about my daughter's arrangements, having 30-minute baths because I know someone with her, going for walks alone, and so on. I love my daughter, but she can be too much for me sometimes. So when my ex came back into our lives, it was a lifesaver. It gave me time to myself, and I didn't feel like everything was on my shoulders. I have to work while she is in school to afford her therapy in school, so there is not time for me. My parents don't want to help me out, and I get it. They are retired. They should enjoy themselves. But it's just that they didn't have that energy with my sister's kids, and my sisters fear that my daughter will make a scene. So she never invites us anywhere. And my friends visit my daughter sometimes and give her gifts, but they are not really there aside from the birthdays. So I was really lacking a support system. My ex was the only one I had. And now she is gone. She even left me a letter, saying that this isn't the life she wants. Like I forced her to have the baby. She chose to have the baby. My parents tried to persuade her otherwise, but she refused, declaring that she would always love her. Now look at her. I am just so angry. My daughter deserves a mother. And I deserve some help too. I wish I could hire a nanny. But with my daughter's condition, they are charging more than I can afford. I wish she didn't come back to our lives. At the very least, I wouldn't have gotten a taste of what it feels like to not do everything alone. Now I'm just angry and disappointed. I guess all I can do is take her to court for child support. I didn't do that before because it never really mattered to me because we were so young, and it just skipped my mind that I could actually do that. But it's only fair that we share the financial obligations for our daughter. Update. Thanks for the advice. I tried to join the Parents with Children with Disabilities community in my area, but none of their meetings matched my work schedule, and I'm still having trouble finding childcare. I tried to ask my sister if we could be invited to their Christmas gathering, where most of my extended family will be present, but she made excuses. So I took the hint and didn't bother asking her again. I haven't been able to locate my ex. I heard that she on vacation in another country, but I don't know if that's true because she isn't posting on social medias, so my case isn't going anywhere really. Relevant comments. I had to take her to private school program because she was getting bullied in the public school she was going to, and I was getting called practically every day because she was having constant meltdowns. I do get the SSI check, which is about $900 a month, but the program she is in is really expensive. Am kind of contemplating whether to put her back into the public school she was in before. I can't put her in a different one because that's the only public school in our district that has a special needs program. Reminder, I am not the original poster. Okay, I message Op to inform him posting his story and asked if he has asked for child support, and he said he has filed for child support, but he can't take the case to court because no one knows where his ex is. Always, always, always go for child support. It's about what's best for the kid. Awful mother. Atrocious to behave this way. The kid didn't ask to be abandoned twice by her. I hope she never has a kid again. Wow. Everyone in this guy's life has abandoned and failed him, and yet he still struggles on. Oop needs to get in contact with his state equivalent of Medicaid. My autistic son is 28 years old and mostly nonverbal. Through the state caseworker we were able to get all kinds of services, including respite care. My son is older and oddly enough likes people, so he goes to an adult daycare every day. This let my wife go back to school while I worked. He still goes even though I work from home because he gets important social interaction and because I'm not allowed to provide extensive care to dependents while working. Since she gets SSI, she should be eligible. JFC had to ask to be invited to Christmas and was turned down. That whole family sounds like assholes. And Oop should pack up and move far away. Needs to go after his ex for child support. I know that some people think it is improper to go after a mother, but yeah, she has responsibility towards her child, much like a deadbeat father does. He needs to going after the ex for child support and see if where he lives can he get help from the government. Poor dad. He needs a break. He's trying to do everything right and is exhausted. One of these days, his ex will file for retirement or disability. And when she does, child support will garnish her money to pay the arrears. Keep the child support case open. Do not give up. Sincerely, government worker. There is so little support for American families, especially those with disabilities. I feel so sorry for this girl and her father. Just no safety net at all. If the deadbeat mother had been on the hook for child support all along, even if it wasn't much, that would have given Oop more options. I'm so angry for him. He's a great dad and a great person, and he and his daughter deserved better. Fuck man. This is just heartbreaking. Oop. If you check this at all, please go into your state's Health and Human Services site. I used Tonwork for my state's agency and they have programs for parents in your situation. Good luck. Apply for a Medicaid waiver for a disabled child. It also comes with state coverage for respite childcare. Awful mother, but, can we take a moment to appreciate how neglectful Oop's family is? The grandparents babysat all of their children, except the autistic one. Oop and his daughter are not invited to family Christmas. And despite being no help, these people felt entitled to call up the ex and try to get her to come back. Again, ex is also an off for this. I get that the granddaughter is probably a lot to handle, but it sounds like Oop's family has entirely abandoned him, because they simply can't be bothered to deal with his autistic daughter. What a sad situation for him and his daughter. Jesus Christ. Explain like I'm 5. What does OP mean by the lower spectrum of the autism scale? Because I think I might have the wrong idea of autism. Definitely get child support. It should help with some costs of care. This is so sad. I'm assuming OOP is in the US as they mentioned SSI. If a public school is unable to meet his daughter's needs, he can take them to court to have them pay for a private school if they refuse to accommodate her. I know it's more complicated and nuanced, but explaining the whole thing would make this comment way too long. Where's the update? I get that not every post here will be grandiose, but damn. Can we, at least, stick to actual updates?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.